Hello, everybody. Namaste. I'm Asrael Zemenick, and I'm coming to you live from Nashville, Tennessee. And I hope you're having an amazing, amazing, amazing day. I think let's just start today by taking a collective inhale in and exhaling out. And if you didn't catch that, maybe do a couple more. Just whatever you're doing, wherever you are, even if you can't stop, just what would it be like now to just breathe in and to open your mouth and just sigh out. Notice what you're holding on to and notice what might be better left to go, right? Where can you just hand it over to your body, hand it over to the universe, and give yourself permission to be here now? One more breath. So, welcome. How are you doing? How are you today? It's such an interesting time to be here, right, on this planet, as it has been probably, our entire lives, but especially since 2012. There's been so many shifts, so much movement, so much change. And one of the things that I come to is as I see so many people affected in their lives, by chaos or uncertainty, or just the shifts, the internal shifts that we're all going on. The one thing that I come back to time and time again is, how do we find center? How do we find center, and how do we come into a space of being connected to something that is always there, always true? And that's the energy, right, of pure consciousness, is the energy of life. Now, as human beings, we have so much. We have so much stuff, right? We have so much that we move through. There's so much that we experience that is uncomfortable, that pushes us out of our safety zone, that pushes us out of the boundaries, right? Sort of like our whole life is like, well, if only I do this, if I go here, then I can feel safe, then I can feel settled. And so what if that if only never happens, right? Or what if only happens and then there's something else that we if only have to do, and then we can relax, then we can feel settled, then we can come into that space, right? And so today I really wanted to talk about the importance of finding center, and the importance of embodiment, of grounding into our fields, into our body, right? And what are some sort of tools and tips that we can do to do this and to find this? Because when life is swirling around us, right, activating our past cellular traumas, our past life traumas, our current traumas, right? How do we move from that place of center? And as I mentioned in my last show a couple weeks ago, it's when we have these abilities as light workers, when we have these abilities to connect to something so much more and so much bigger than just our physical lives or physical bodies, we have the tendency to go up and out. We have the tendency to escape, right? And I don't call it escaping when it's happening. It's amazing to go on our journey with the stars, right? It's so cool to be able to tune into auras and chakras. It's beautiful to be able to connect with the unseen. And yet, sometimes it's also a lot easier than finding that center, right? And so then we get pulled into different emotions, or picking up other people's emotions, being too empathic, right? Carrying too many people's stuff. And so what would happen if we could have a strong ground? And what could happen if we could find peace in the midst of whatever is? And that whatever is really is our human condition, right? So the importance of grounding cannot be understated. In my Qigong practices, in my Ayurveda practices, in all of my energy practices, my somatic practices, One of the key things is coming into the body temple. It's coming into a space where we can connect with ground, where we can find the earth. And the bigger our reserve and our receptacle of earth is, the more then we can actually expand out to heaven. Not only the more can we connect with all that cool stuff that we like to connect with, but the more we can also feel centered when doing it, the more we can be at peace and be in flow. And the more that we can not take on the collective chaos or the chaos of other people's stuff, opinions, beliefs, fears. So, we're going to start with some simple practices today. If you're driving, some of this you might be able to do when you're driving. Otherwise, I'm going to encourage you to come back and listen to my show later. If you're at home listening right now, I really encourage you to do all and everything you can to take part in this. And one of the first things I'm going to talk about and teach you is a mudra called Mushti Mudra. And what I'll do is I'll find the show later on the website or on Facebook, and I'll put the link for this mudra in so you can actually get a picture of it if you're not watching. And this is a really, really gentle mudra. So what's a mudra? A mudra is a seal. It's a way that we can hold parts of our body or parts of our experience in the human body. So it can be with our eyes, it can be with our mouth, our tongue, or it can be with our hands. And for purposes today, we're going to work with a hand mudra. And what we're going to do is we want to remember that all of these fingers relate to different elements and they relate to different energies. So in Chinese medicine, the thumb is earth energy, and in Ayurveda, the energy of thumb is space. And so basically, what we're going to do is we're going to bring that thumb into the center of our palms, and we're going to curl our fingers around the palms. And we're not going to squeeze them tightly. It's not tight. There's a soft connection. So it's allowing either the earth energy or the energy of pure consciousness, maybe both, to be held in our hands, to be grounded and nourished in our hands. So this is something very simple. We just make a fist with our thumb inside, and we rest our fists on our lap. Just take a moment. Might feel good to take another big, beautiful breath in and to just sigh out. And notice what happens if you just close your eyes for a moment. In fact, let's stop. Let's release this mudra. Let's turn our palms up and notice where your energy goes. Notice if you feel connected to your body or if you feel more up towards the head or the heavens. And then go ahead and make those palms. So we're going to make those fists, thumbs into the palms, and just wrap your fingers gently around the thumb. Palms on your lap. Close your eyes. And just notice, how do you feel? What does this do to your system? This is something very, very simple that you can do anytime. You can do it when you're watching a show. You can do it if you're a passenger in a car. You can do it if if you're just sitting. And meditation's a great way to do this. Okay. This is something that brings us in connection with the earth element. So let's just take another moment. Beautiful. So you can release that and just rub your legs a little bit. Shake your body a little bit. Oh, in fact, that's a good thing to do. What would it be like to just shake your body? If you're seated, that's fine. If you feel like getting up and shaking a little bit, that's also fine. But what would it be like right now just to take a few moments? So, this is another way that even though we're moving, we can connect with Earth, right? So, just take a moment, shake in your seat, shake your shoulders. Breathe out through your mouth a couple times. It might look funny, it might feel a little bit funny. But what we're doing here when we shake our body, we're removing excess stress. This is something very, very simple that we can do, something very easy that we can do that immediately sort of brings us home into this temple. And that's what our body truly is, it's a temple. And we forget, right? Earth is heavy, Earth is hard. I'd rather fly free. But Earth is energy too. It's just moving at a slower vibration. Let's just shake. We're going to shake for like a whole other minute. This is another very simple, simple technique. Super simple. And then we'll go into a meditation today. A little bit shorter time than normal today. And that's okay. Oh, what are you holding on to? What wants to be moved? What's in your body? What's in your field? Shake those fingers. This is something you can do standing up. You can shake your knees, shake your sit bones, shake between your ears and your head. You're a caller and you're like, oh, I really want to call. I really want to get in. Shake that excitement out to help you feel more grounded while you wait. Take a big, beautiful breath in and stop. Sigh out. Notice how you feel. And then gently and slowly close your eyes. And for those of you that are driving, you can definitely take part in this meditation. Just don't close your eyes. But I want to start by bringing our awareness to our root chakra. This is the area, the base of our spine, the pelvic floor, lower genital area. You can imagine just dropping a tail down from your tailbone all the way down to the earth. And then bringing your awareness to this space in the lowest region of your body. And I'd like you to try to imagine connecting it right at center. So not in the front of you, not behind you. Maybe it's flowing out that way, but right at the base of your center. If you had 7 balls stacked on top of themselves through your spine, these chakra centers, where would this first one be? And that might mean you have to adjust your seat a little bit. And what does the energy of this area in your body feel like? Does it feel closed off? Does it feel full and open? Tight? Active? Maybe you don't feel it at all, and that's okay. And I'd like you to imagine the color red, this beautiful, rich color red in this area of your being. If you're having a hard time connecting, just wrap your hands around your thumbs and imagine and open to an idea of this beautiful red ball of light. This area, this energy of the chakra system that holds our cellular memories, it holds the key to being home in our body, right? Has to do with our safety, our connection. So what would it be like to take here 4 or 5 breaths, breathing in the color red? And as you exhale, allow this red to expand through the front, back, and sides of the body. The front, back, and sides of the pelvis. You can imagine this red any color you like, and if a different color is coming, that's totally fine. And I would encourage you to find those beautiful Mushti Mudra. Find the fists. Breathe in and allow the red to expand through your entire root chakra. This chakra is called Muladhara chakra, Muladhara, and it is the seat, our seat of being in this body. It's the first chakra that was born in us, the first that was created. And one more breath. And then repeating these words to yourself out loud or silently. I am safe. I am held. I am supported. I am safe. I am held. I am supported. And one more time. I am safe. I am held. I am supported. And then release your mudra. Let your palms go up again, resting up on your thigh. Bring our tongue to the central space at the roof of our mouth. And let's invite our being to be open to receive any of the gifts from our guides or from heaven that are wanting to come in. So our tongue's just in that center space at the roof of our mouth. There's an indentation there. And this immediately opens us up to receive. Take a moment and feel the stream of divine heaven light moving through you. Notice how grounded you feel and how supported you feel in your root. And feel the power of this sacred medicine coming in to nourish you from the stars. Notice that it's integrating in a different way. It's weaving itself in a different way. And then gently open your eyes. Bring your palms together and allow them to rest at your heart, finding this balance between heaven and earth. And know that that is what you are. And in the coming weeks, the coming shows, I'm going to explore more about energy and energy work and practices and things that we can do to be grounded and to be open. So I thank you all so much for listening. I'll try to remember to post the link to that mudra, Mushti Mudra. And I wish you the most beautiful and wonderful day. May all your dreams come true. Namaste.